Well, good morning and welcome back to Balor Farm. It's already been a busy day and it's only going to get busier here. So we're headed out to bale some hay. I have Andrew off raking hay, which I mowed late last night. We're going to try out a new baler. So if you saw the last video, we got this John Deere baler. It's a couple years old. We brought it in. We're going to try and demo it, or we thought we would. It's been a change of plans though. So the salesman had dropped off this baler for us to try out. It's a couple years old. It has a few thousand bales on it. I looked it over and I wasn't overly happy with it. It's about half the price of a new baler. This has all the bells and whistles on it, but it's been used and abused, I think. So after looking it over, there's quite a bit of wear and tear on it. It doesn't look like it was probably maintained the best. So I've decided we're not going to try and run this baler, and I have no intention of buying it, so there was no point in actually running it out in the field. So instead, we wound up with this here. The salesman offered to bring out a baler. I didn't realize he was actually going to bring a tractor with it to try out. So this baler here is brand new, and we're going to give it a go today, take it out in the field. And we've got this brand new 6130. It's 130 horsepower tractor and it is brand new. It's a beast. So the baler here is a 451M. It's a silage special, which is what we needed. Does net wrap twine. Here comes Heather. She's been off working over at her parents' house, spreading some loam farm. They live across town. Like I said, this is a brand new baler. It's the new version. It's their 1 series. Apparently they just came out with it not too long ago. We're gonna give it a go today, try it out. The salesman is actually gonna come out, CJ, and show us how it runs, and we're gonna put it out in the field. And I've got about 10 or 12 acres of hay down, so, and it's all silage, so it'll be nice to test out. The only stressful part of this day is the fact that we're supposed to get severe thunderstorms this afternoon about 2 o'clock, so we don't have a lot of time to get things done, baled, hauled back to the farm, and wrapped. So many screens on this thing. So many buttons. All right, well, we're gonna let this run for a few minutes and cool things off while I'm waiting for, the salesman should be here anytime now. We're gonna head over to the field. I just went and checked on Andrew. He's got probably about a third of the field raked already, so we're in good shape there.
How many feet of net wrap are on a roll?
Yep.
So it monitors it, keeps track of how much you've used,
Yep.
tells you when you're ready to, so you never have to worry about running out.
Nice.
You can preset bale size here. You can preset your wrap. So this is our size. Net turns, I've got it at 2.5 from what I've heard after talking to Matt this morning. Whoops, 2.5. I want to change that. I'm going to put it at 2 because you're going to wrap all these with plastic wrap.
Exactly, yeah.
Bale ramp is on. Near full notification is on. The offset, so you can set the near full notification, and then your wrap delay is 2 seconds. So 2 seconds after it gets to full size, it's going to start wrapping. The tone goes off.
Yeah.
That it's full size. You want to make sure your foot's on the clutch and you're
You got 2 seconds still.
Otherwise, you're going to stuff hay in
hay.
between the wrap, and it makes a mess.
Yep.
Bale shape density.
Yeah.
You can soften the bale,
Yep.
you can tighten the bale. Let's try the middle and see how that makes.
We can hop out after the
Yep.
first one and check it out.
Calibration, we don't need to do anything else on this screen. Wrap now is for, let's say, if you get to the end of the field,
Yeah. Oh, right.
you got just a little bit in there,
Yep.
it's not going to wrap it. You hit wrap now, it's going to wrap whatever's in the chamber.
Yeah,
You
just
can
so
dump out a 2-footer, 3-footer,
Lost it.
whatever.
Yep. Looks good. very first bale out of it. So, geez, that actually looks really good.
Oh, we're definitely picking it all up nice.
Oh yeah, yeah, no, that's perfect.
See how I'm a little bit shy on that left side, on that other side.
I don't know, that's damn near perfect.
You're happy with that?
Yeah.
I'll be honest, the dry hay I made last week with that
Yeah.
450E was literally, you could set a level across them.
Yeah.
Literally. So it's my own fault that I didn't get enough back on this side before we got to size, but
I don't know, compared to what comes out of that Vermeer baler, that's awfully freaking perfect.
well, I like to hear that.
Yeah. This wrap seemed to miss a little bit in the middle. Is it just because it started the first bale, or?
I wonder if it's something about that. It actually pulled apart because you see it's together over here.
Oh, it did, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. That's going to be a heavy bale.
It is all there. Let's see, it started.
Yeah.
Let's see what it does on the next couple.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'll do a better job for you on the next.
All right, well, it's been several days since I started this video. We ran the baler a couple days ago and made, I think, 51 bales of hay, so it was a good day. So the first day we took the baler out, I videoed a little bit. CJ showed me how, he's a salesman, CJ. He showed me how it worked and how all the controllers worked, how to switch things around, make different size bales, change from twine to wrap on the little monitor as a touch screen. I didn't video a lot of me running the baler. We're gonna do that now though. But first I need to go out and rake some hay to get ready to bale, and then we'll run the new baler. And I've got about, it's only maybe 6 or 7 acres down of hay. It's kind of on the dry side. We're gonna make some massive windrows and run the baler through it and see how it does. So this field's not super big. Like I was saying, it's probably 6 acres or so, maybe 7 acres at the most, but we're gonna get it raked up real quick here. The hay is not super thick here, but we're gonna make really big windrows, so we're gonna maybe put 4 windrows into one. So the hay is quite a bit drier than what I'd really hoped for, but I was thinking I was gonna try and make silage out of this, but it has got so hot so quick, and then we've had quite a breeze the last day and a half or so. It never really cooled off overnight, so the hay is actually dried much faster than I expected. So we're gonna make some dry hay out of this. Not ideal, but oh well. So the other day we really put the baler to it, pushed it to its limits, I thought. We made some really wet silage hay. All right, I've got a couple windrows raked up here. Thought I'd show you what I'm up to, and I hope I didn't make a mistake. I made them a little big. So I really wanted to make sure I got a good idea of how well this baler worked. The salesman told me, he says, as long as you can drive over it, you can suck up the hay windrow. He said, don't worry about making it too big, but you know, he's a salesman. He's got things to say, so we'll see if he was right or not. I started with the thought that I was gonna put 4 windrows into one. I changed that up a little bit, and I actually did 5. Hopefully this isn't a mistake, but yeah, these are some massive windrows. This is just the end of it here where I haven't put it back together, but I've got to hit this one more time, but I don't know. That's got to be at least 7 feet wide. This one here was just 4 windrows. This looks much more manageable to me, but it's really heavy down at the far end, so it made, it's got to be probably a 4-foot tall windrow. I'm going to switch back now to doing 4 windrows. I just don't want to make, Guess we'll find out how well it works, but if it doesn't suck it up, or if I have to go too slow, it's not going to help me out at all. Just finished up raking hay here. It's awfully dry. It's awfully warm out too, which is good. Good drying weather. I'll show you what I get done here. Well, there it is. It's all raked up. Got some pretty good sized windrows, so we're gonna go get the baler and see exactly how many bales are out here and how well it does with this hay. It'll be interesting to see. All right, well, we're just in the new tractor. New loaner tractor. It's not mine. I'm gonna head down the road and go bale some hay. My guess is there's 32 bales on this field. See how close I am. Boy, this is an awfully comfortable tractor though. It's got more buttons over here. I don't know what they all do, but there's a lot of buttons. Okay, well, we've made it to the field, and oh, it's a long way down. Show you what we ran into for problem the other day, which really wasn't a big problem, but we're having an issue with the wrap. When we first started, it was the first bale or two, it wouldn't wrap it completely. It was like sticking to the metal roller of all things. So yeah, so this here is the net wrap, and it was sticking to the metal roller. There's a rubber one up in there also. It turns out what you needed to do, which they had done before we actually brought the baler out, you put talcum powder on the rubber roller and it keeps the net wrap from sticking to the metal roller. Perfect sense to me, but it worked really well. Got some baby powder, put it on there, and afterwards the net wrap wrapped on every bale flawlessly. Worked perfect after I put a little bit of this. Actually, I put a lot of this on. This is probably way more than it needs, but anyway, that's all it took, and the wrap worked perfectly after that. All right, first bale down, and that took no time at all. It's a nice solid bale right there. It's got the edge wrap on it, so it wraps the net over the edge, which is better if you're leaving them outside. It sheds the water better, but wrapped perfectly. Boy, it didn't take long to make a bale. There's gonna be a few bales out here. The nice thing about this baler is it has a monitor right over here. It tells you how square your bale is being built. Warns you when it's almost done baling. It tells you the inches of the bale that you've made. When it's nearly done, it flashes a yellow light, so you know to start slowing down. When the bale is completed, it automatically wraps the net on there, and then I just have to dump it. Now it's wrapping. And it's done that fast. It really is fast. This is making some really nice bales. Okay, so I just finished up baling here, and I wound up with, it's still a long way down, wound up with 28 bales. So there it is, the whole field is all baled up. I just need to haul them back to the farm now, and really impressed with the way this baler has worked. So originally I was thinking there'd be about 30 to 32 bales is what I really had expected here. What I didn't take into consideration is the fact that this baler actually packs so much more hay into a bale on that old Vermeer. It wasn't set as tight, so they weren't as compact, so there'd be a lot less hay in each bale, which I'll have to keep in mind when I go to feed these out this winter. They should last a bit longer. All right, well there it is. I just need to take this back to the farm now, get it cleaned up. I'm hoping the baler might actually stay here. We haven't worked out the final details on exactly. We know the cost thereabouts. The tractor, however, is most definitely going back to John Deere. It is a great tractor, really like it, but I don't even know how much it costs, but I am sure it's way out of my price range. 130 horsepower tractor, has every bell and whistle on it. Yeah. Boy, it sure is nice to have for a little bit though. I'm gonna take these back, like I said, get everything washed up. I don't want to send this back to them dirty, and we're gonna fuel it up for them. They'll be coming to get it this week, I'm sure. I think this is only taking about an hour, a little over an hour to do just 7 acres here, so I'm sure I could have gone a lot faster baling. I didn't want to break anything, and it also takes time to get used to what to push and what to do. I think with a little bit of practice in here, I probably could go a lot quicker. I was doing about, I think it was about 4.5 miles an hour baling. I have no doubt you could go much faster. All right, well, we're back at it this morning. We're headed out to go mow some hay. I just hooked up the mower. Andrew just left with the hay rake. We still have a yard full of balers, round balers, and yet another baler. So 3 balers in the yard all at the same time. And oh yeah, a very nice new tractor. I think it's gonna leave today. It's a sad day. I was kind of hoping they would just forget about it and leave it here for the summer. That would have been nice, huh? Anyway, we're gonna get out, mow some hay, and we'll talk more about the balers when we get on the road. So it's been 3 or 4 weeks since I originally looked at what to do about our baler. Our baler was getting old, getting tired, needed some repairs. It's been a really tough decision on what to actually do here. We looked at completely rebuilding the Vermeer baler that we had, getting all the parts that we thought would, all the wear parts, and pretty much going right through it, tearing it apart, and rebuilding it from the ground up to try and make it as close to new as possible. We also looked at several used ground balers. Some of them were very used, others weren't too bad. All of them seemed to be very expensive for what you were getting. We also looked at new balers, brand new balers, and they were awfully expensive too. So the decision was incredibly difficult on what to do, and it took me the better part of a week to make up my mind on exactly what we should do. I leave you unattended for a couple minutes, and look what you've done. What are those?
Native morning glory, actually.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, they will creep all over crop fields and everything, but
yeah,
they're pretty.
Jeez.
Black Eye Susan.
You were something else. All right.
You know you hired a hippie, did you?
Yeah, I had a feeling I hired a hippie. Hey,
reformed, don't worry.
Yeah, reformed hippie. Oh, that's the best kind.
I use deodorant now.
And take a bath. You want to make sure that's in 2-wheel drive going down the road?
I did already.
Yep, perfect. All right, just follow me and we'll get there. All right, so the end of the day, after we ran that brand new baler, we ran it twice. I think we made about 75, 77 bales of hay. Worked really nice. Of course, it was brand new, so I would hope it worked really nice. So that brand new baler is an awful lot of money. It's incredibly expensive, at least what I think is expensive. So what we've decided to do is we're actually going to buy that brand new baler, or we have already bought it. And we're going to keep that. After looking at a bunch of other balers, there was some cheaper things out there that were still brand new balers. They just didn't seem very heavy duty, and I wasn't sure how long they would last A lot of them said perfect for hobby farmers, and I figured, well, we best keep away from that. All right, so today we're headed off to go mow down about, it's just over 10 acres. We've cut this field once in the past. It was our first time cutting this was last year. It was an awfully wet year. I'm hoping things have dried out there and it's not so rough. All right, well, I just got back to the farm from mowing hay. Didn't video much of that. There was not much there to see. I don't know why I bothered. It's really thin hay, terrible hay. Very little of very low quality hay. But anyway, I told the landowner I would get it, so we went and got it today. Anyway, right now I need to, oh, there they are, hook up the mount for the monitor of the baler. It came with no directions at all, so had to call CJ, the salesman, and he told me how to do it. So he had actually looked at a picture of this. So so we're gonna get this mounted up, mount our bracket somewhere here, and I haven't seen the picture, so it would have been nice if they had at least sent a picture. Anyway, I'll get this mounted and see what happens here. All right, this may take a few attempts. I have nothing to go by, but I do know that it's supposed to mount here. I don't think I need to actually tighten anything up until I'm sure of where things go. So this bracket was $125, which I thought was a lot of money, but now that I'm looking at it, I had envisioned that it would only be kind of like just a very simple bracket, but this actually is probably worth the money here. There's a lot more to it than I thought there was. So I've got the air conditioning running here in the tractor to try and keep cool. It is so hot outside. Nice. This might actually be really good. I like this. This kit, they send a bunch of extra bolts, and these thumb screws. I'm not entirely sure why. I hope they just had extra parts in mind. Oh, maybe they had it in mind that I would drop them and lose them. All right, so which ones line up here is the question. Some letter. Huh. Why don't those match up? What am I missing? What am I missing here? Well, we're gonna find out if I'm just a dummy or this is the bracket that came with it. This is the back of the monitor. I can't seem to get it to line up in any direction. I can't actually even get two holes to line up. But CJ, the salesman, is actually just leaving the dealership. So he's gonna get some extra parts and pieces just to make sure that this works. That's service for you. But anyway, I'm glad I caught him before he came all the way back up here. He's actually coming back up to get his pickup truck because he hauled off the really nice tractor, the 6130. So, and the other baler. But we've got our baler here. I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm overlooking. No directions though. All it has is one of them little QR code things. I guess I could scan that, but if it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. All right, well that took a while. We're finally heading out now. Didn't realize I had some wiring to do. Anyway, there was a lot to do. Anyway, by the way, that bracket that I was trying to hook up, I said I didn't know if I was a dummy or not. Couldn't figure it out. It was the wrong bracket. I think we're good to go now. The only way to find out is get out in the field and start. All right, well, here we go. We're in the field. This is my favorite part. Ooh. Peel the plastic wrap off. now it's used, I guess. I'm gonna go through the settings and I hope it saved them. Baler settings, bale size. It did not save them. So we want 40. I don't know if you can actually see that or not, but 48 inch. We'll save. Okay. 3 turns, which means it's going to have 3 layers of wrap on ramp, bale ramp on. We want full notification. Maybe. There we go. I think we're ready to bale. All right, well, here we go. This is the first time baling, running this baler with my tractor. See how it goes. Hopefully it goes as smoothly as it went last time. Oh, I forgot I was in Road Deere. Oh boy, wonder why I was going so fast. What a dummy. That's more better. I wonder why that's not beeping at me. It's supposed to beep. Huh. 36-inch bale so far. This is some pretty hideous hay here. It's gonna make silage hay, but it's oh, there we go. It's actually beeping at me. I thought it had gone silent. This field's gonna be a lot of driving for very few bales. This field really needs manure and lime. There we go, first bale. Boop, boop, boop. Let's get out and check out the bale, see if we made an okay bale or not. That doesn't look too terrible, actually. You can see these windrows. I don't know. There's not a lot of hay there. This front field is actually worse. The back field's a little bit better. Anyway, get to it and we'll get it all baled up. Okay, so I just finished up baling here. There was more bales than I actually thought there was going to be. I think there was 29 all total. So yeah, there was 29 bales. And then a little baby bale here, so really 29 and a quarter. So I have a little more work to do here. We hooked up this monitor and the wires need a little more. Gotta do something. Yeah, it's just slightly annoying. But I was in a rush to get out, get this baled, so we stuck the monitor in here. CJ from United Ag actually helped me wire it in, because I didn't realize we needed to wire up. There's a lead that goes to the battery. There's also another extra lead here that you plug in for power. Yeah, it was more than I thought there was going to be. But so he stayed around, helped me get it all wired in, made sure it worked. So when I first looked at the baler, it has these high flotation tires on it. I wasn't totally convinced that they were going to work properly. I figured the baler is much heavier than my old baler. The tires might be bigger, but the baler is heavier, and I expected that they would actually sink in. There was a few muddy spots here in the field, or wet spots, way over there, and it actually didn't even leave a tire track, which was absolutely amazing. So really impressed with that. So I know this is only the first time out with a brand new baler, so it shouldn't be surprising. I would hope it would work perfectly, but you never know. I've bought other new things in the past and they haven't worked the way they were supposed to right out of the box. So anyway, did a great job. So I'll show you one of the bales here. They were incredibly wet hay. Right or wrong, what I did was I actually mowed this morning. We raked. I had Andrew rake immediately behind me, just about. I had about a 20-minute head start. He was raking up right behind me, and then I literally came in not far behind him with the baler and baled it up. So They are wet, heavy bales. So this is one of the bales here, and yeah, there is definitely some weight there. Really happy with the way they baled. The wrap seems to be working okay now. It's covering the whole thing, going around the corner like it should. So these here are obviously going to be destined to be wrapped with plastic. So these are all silage bales. All right, well, I need to get back to the farm and get the baler unhooked and get a few other things done, calves fed. We're going to haul these bales back, and then I am headed off to a concert tonight down in Waterville. We're going to go see, Heather and I are going to go see the Rakings down in Waterville. Here's my baby bale, little baby bale. There's one more thing I need to get done. It's actually for the tractor. I need a second set of hydraulic hookups, the remotes in the rear. This only has one, and this baler requires two. So one set of remotes works the dump. The other set works the pickup head. So I have to unplug the dump on this, plug in the pickup head, lift it up so I can drive down the road. It's not a big deal, but I will be getting the second set of remotes. Can't help myself but to still double check the counter. This has a counter on the baler. I'm not used to it. My old baler, the counter broke years and years ago. So I've always had to manually count the bales as I leave the field. As I drive by them, I kind of give them a count. Can't seem to get out of that habit. So this says how many bales I had, but we'll see if it's right or not. It better be. All right, yet one more day of baling hay here. So we just got done. We finished wrapping hay, and I thought I would show you what we've got done so far this week. This is the stack of hay that we've been working on all week long. There's a little bit around the corner there. That's left over from last year, but everything from here over. I think we got 145 bales this week alone. So yeah, pretty happy with that. So that's probably going to do it for hay for us for a little while. I still have another 47 acres left to go. We've kind of caught up, not completely, but have 47 acres of first cut hay. The second cut isn't ready yet. We've got a lot of projects next week, so we're going to have to take a little bit of a break from hay here and get some things done around the farm, and then we'll get back to it. Probably late next week. All right, well, that is going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more of what we're doing here on the farm. We will see you next time.